Hey guys, it's been a while since I made a video. Actually, I've been sick for the past few days, so I haven't really been able to talk. Even now, my condition is still not completely well. My nose is really congested and I can barely breathe. So, I'll make this quick. I haven't really been able to do anything anyway since, yeah, again, I've been sick. And also because school has started last Friday. And so far everything is okay. I only took two classes, so the work isn't overwhelming. I don't need any more credits to graduate, so I wanted to focus on learning the language. And I took one other class, which is linguistics, because I needed those credits in order to complete my minor. But anyway, I'll explain a little about the Japanese language courses here. Basically, at Sophia University for exchange students, or I don't know, maybe international students in general, I'm not really sure. But there's two different kinds of Japanese language courses. One is a regular course, and the second one is the intensive course. The regular one is basically 1.5 hours from Monday to Friday, and the intensive is 3 hours from Monday to Friday. So there's obviously a lot more work. The 3 hours are separated into two class periods. The first period is usually a grammar class, and the second period is either kanji or speaking and writing. And so far, what can I say? Well, I've only had class for a few days, so I can't really judge, but definitely there is a lot of work. I have to devote a lot of time to it, but that's also because I'm studying on my own as well. So with everything, I'm just thinking, oh, it's just a lot of information. I don't know, I really can't. My memory isn't really working that well anymore. I could like learn something like right now and then like be so sure that I remember it, but then like maybe like 3 hours later I'll like think back like, oh, what did I just learn? And I'll completely, draw a blank. But definitely I guess for learning a language you need a lot of repetition and you need to practice. And basically the first period, which is grammar class, we cover half a chapter per day, so that's about 2 to 3 chapters per week. We learn like basically different, sentence structures and like how to use like, different forms of the language. Definitely every day there's a quiz. If it's not a quiz, then we have an exam, and definitely homework every single day. And let's see what else. There's something called speed reading, which is, testing your reading skills, and if you're pronouncing things correctly, enunciating every, syllable. And then the second period, it's kanji class on Mondays and Tuesdays, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is speaking class. So kanji is basically Chinese characters. We learn like 10 characters per class, which totals to 20 kanji per week. And then within the kanji, there's also like, because kanji has different readings, so every kanji that we learn like vocabulary words with it. So we're actually learning like other kanji when it's like combined together. So there's a lot to remember for those people who don't know Chinese characters. I don't know. But anyway, and then the speaking, reading, and writing, that is the class that I really need to focus on, because speaking is just like, I don't know why it's such a problem for me. I speak like in parts, and like it's just not, it doesn't flow like really well. So I don't know. I really need to work on my speaking skills, and like so far, I don't know. School has been okay, but I find it hard to. I don't know if it's like my own problem, but like I kind of find it hard to make friends, or like, talk to people in school. Um, in my class, obviously, if it's a Japanese language class, there's not going to be any native speakers. So everyone in my class is, you know, speaks basically English. And so since I'm only taking that class and one other class, there's no chance for me to meet any native Japanese speakers. So I went to Welcome Week, last week, and I wanted to join like a few circles, and I'm still working on that. But I'm hoping that maybe after I join the clubs and circles, I might meet some more people, make some friends so that I can speak more. And I don't know. Anyway, oh, for the kanji and also the speaking class, obviously we also have exams. There are oral interview exams, and then there's like, Chinese character exams, stuff like that. The schedule is really long. It's like 3 pages front and back. And then for every class we have like a different schedule. So it's annoying to like keep looking at the papers to see what's due the next day. But for me, I guess it doesn't really matter since like I want to learn as much as I can. I just disregard the schedule. Like what I don't focus on like whatever part that we have a test on. I focus on everything so that, whatever I get tested on, I'm ready for. So that's how I do it. So like the schedule doesn't really bother me. Other than that, everything has been okay. I guess I'll update you guys, maybe if anything changes. I don't know, maybe if suddenly like I feel like this is too much. Anyway, how have I been doing in general? So far, it's been great. In Japan, I haven't had any problems adjusting here. I don't know, like they call this like, when you go out to study abroad, they have this chart of like your emotions, and basically when you first enter a country, your emotion levels are really high, and that's like the honeymoon phase, which is when everything is new and like you're curious about everything around you. So like everything seems like really good and really interesting. With everything, like the honeymoon phase eventually ends, and then when that ends, your emotional levels start to drop, and then once it reaches the bottom, that's called culture shock, and that's when like you're settled down and you realize that like, oh, this is it, like, and then like life becomes normal, and maybe you start feeling homesick, you might start missing your friends, your family, stuff. You might feel lonely in a different country, you're not able to speak the language fluently, people around you aren't talking to you or something like that. So so far I'm still pretty high up there. If I don't know if this can really apply to me, but it's still too early to say. So far I don't think I could ever like reach culture shock. I mean, Japan is not that much different. But I grew up in New York where like there's all different kinds of people, all different kinds of cultures. So I'm used to, things like this. I guess like different cultures, and like I've been exposed to a lot of stuff. So I guess moving here, it wasn't like such a big shock to me. Also because I'm generally a very independent person, so I don't really I mean, I miss my family and my friends, but then like I don't have that deep of a emotional attachment to them. And I also know that I'm only here for 4 months, so I'm not. It's not like I'm never going back. So with the friends and family thing, it's really not that much, that big of a deal. Even if I don't make friends here, it's okay because back in New York, I didn't have like that many friends anyway. So I guess I don't feel like the loneliness that some people may feel, when they come here.